guys, Utah Steve here, back for another day hike. And it is very overcast. It has been raining off and on. It's a beautiful spring day, but it's a little gloomy. I'm at the trailhead of Waterfall Canyon in Ogden, my hometown. Sort of, not where I grew up, but where I live. The parking lot is fairly full. I'm impressed. I thought maybe the rain would keep some people away. At the top of this canyon is a spectacular waterfall. I've hiked it once before, many years ago with my little boys. That was when I was first getting into outdoors YouTube stuff, and I mostly took photographs, still photographs. Here's a few shots from that trip.
Well, I'm running through the yard with scissors in my hand and a sucker in my mouth. And you're not there to stop me. Well, I'm not looking left and I'm not looking right when I cross the street in the middle of the night, and you're not there to stop me. Gonna open up the door and let the cold air in. Gonna heat the whole outside.
My sons Dylan and Jude and my older sons Ashlyn and Murphy were great to hang out with. Just 5 boys, and little Dylan and Jude did fantastic on this hike, and it is considered a moderate hike, and it was harder than I thought it would be. So I'm expecting it to be quite a task for me, especially trying to shed winter weight and whatnot. So it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'll just shut up and we'll get on the trail. As we get started, temperatures are in the upper 40s right now, and I have a new tactical backpack and various other new items with me that we'll talk about when we get on the trail. I think most people, a lot of people here are just more or less checking out the trailhead. The best time to visit this waterfall is in the spring. All the snow runoff. It's been raining a lot here lately, and not snowing much at all, not even in the higher elevations. So I think we're well into the spring thaw. This is part of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, and when you come to the top of the trailhead here where it forks, head that way and you'll head into an entirely different hiking experience. Malin's Peak, which is fantastic. I've done that as well. And Waterfall Canyon, of course, is this way. We're not too far in, but here's our view so far. Downtown Ogden, right over that way. Weber State University right over there. Great Salt Lake way out there. I've shown these views many times on different trails along the east bench of Ogden. Here's something interesting about Waterfall Canyon. Part of it is on private property, but the people who own the TR Guest Ranch are nice enough to allow the public. If I had some cash, I'd donate. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'll just stick my credit card in there. Not, but seriously, I would donate if I brought cash with me. We go. Now, one thing I'm being careful with on this hike, I can still feel the crack in my knee every time I go up a steep enough hill,
And so I've got to be careful not to make it worse. I mentioned it before, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But I can't have surgery on it, it's just there to stay. So a cracked kneecap. So I'm kind of pacing myself. I'm not in a hurry. There's no reason to get sweaty or race to the top because it's early enough in the day anyway. And I'm also kind of winded from a long winter of hibernation. So when I get winded or my knee starts to hurt, then it's time to stop. So right down in there I can hear water, which is a good sign. It means that waterfall up here into our canyon is flowing freely. And I don't see any snow up there, so it should be a pretty spectacular show actually. So I'm excited to see how awesome the waterfall is. We are currently ascending right into the canyon. That's it right there. Taking a little break. Most of me is warm and actually pretty sweaty. My hands are red from the cold, from filming and just putting them in my pockets. So I do need these. Oh, that's much better. Wow. Cold drinks. That's what I don't need right now. This lockbox is a cooler. It contains cold drinks for the paying customers of this private property, the TR Guest Ranch.
Do not touch.
I'll tell you what though, if I was dying of thirst, literally, and hiking this in the summer, I probably would. But only because I had to. And then I'd probably leave some money or something. So we're at this first bridge. Some nice cliffage going on here. Let's have a look in the drink, shall we? The last time I was here, none of this was blocked off. As you can see, it is now by the owners of the property, because I walked right up to that last time. Climbing equipment. So whatever this ranch is, they offer a lot of activities. I got people gaining on me. Time to move. It's getting a bit cold. I have a long sleeve moisture wicking shirt on, short sleeve. I've got a fleece pullover with me. It wasn't really winter coat weather. So in a little while, when I find a good place to sit for a little spell and just kind of rehydrate and get my bearings, catch my breath a little more, I'm going to put the fleece on and continue to take it slow so I don't get all sweaty. It's no fun. There are better ways to get sweaty. This is nice and flat. Flat and kind of going downhill right now. So maybe that's not the canyon. Now I'm confused. It's been so long since I hiked this that I don't remember. Okay. And there's the wind. That feels great. Well, I just pulled a classic Utah Steve move past the trail. Started heading downhill. I started thinking, this is really nice. Flat, kind of going downhill. And then I couldn't hear the water anymore. And then people started coming up this way. Something's not right. I'm supposed to be going up into that canyon. So I pulled out my phone, turned on the GPS, and right back where the bridge is was the trail going up the canyon. So let's go find it. In the meantime, check out these really old pipes made from wood. Look at that. They used to be buried completely and were obviously used to transport water, probably in the 19th century. Really cool piece of history. Love that stuff. Now, where's our trail? So, there's the bridge. You come across it, you come up here. There is no marker, and the trail goes on up that way into the canyon. The closer you are to town, the easier it is for lazy graffiti artists to get hold of stuff. It's obviously some kind of water grate. My guess is leading into those wooden pipes. That looks like it. Yeah, that's a wooden pipe down there. Okay, I was completely wrong. This green sign right here. Waterfall Canyon Trail. Da 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 da. But if it were me, I would have a sign like right here when you come up the bridge saying, this way guys. That way goes, this is Bonneville's Shoreline Trail. You could hike that all the way to Salt Lake, really. So, I take it back. There's a very obvious green sign right here. It's probably the camo, you know. I didn't see it. No fires, no fireworks, no smoking, no alcohol, no littering, no vandalism, no horses, no hunting, no firearms.
No hiking, no backpacking, no waterfalls, no hiking shoes, no hats, gloves, clothes allowed, nothing.
Just get out of here right now.
And of course, leave no trace. And the best way to do that is not to come here. But actually, it's well worth it. A note from Teddy, because apparently we all know who Teddy is now. Hikers and bikers, please prevent erosion. Stay on the main trail. TR Guest Ranch. Why didn't it say from Teddy? Love Teddy. Anyway, I've got people gaining on me. Time to stop dinking around by the bridge. Okay, so I just chewed all 4 of those kids out. Even with me standing here. They came right up the trail, read the signs, lifted the chain, and walked right up to that wall. Didn't see me standing there. This is what pisses me off, is even after I said, get out of there, it's private property, it's clearly marked, don't go off the trail. And these kids just ignored me. They just went up there anyway and pretended I wasn't talking. So I said, this is private property. The whole thing's on private property. You're a guest here. If you want people to be able to keep hiking this trail, you can't do that. That's like going in their yard. One of the kids turned to me and said, whose property is it? I said, it belongs to the guest ranch. You walked right through the gate back there that said so. I said, it says so right there. Well, what's the guy's name that owns it? So I said, Teddy, as if I knew the guy. And he goes, you mean like Teddy Bear? I said, read the sign. So he reads it. And then they all get really quiet. Everything they could do not to flip me off. Got about 2/3 of the way up the hill and started swearing at me. So I'm used to dealing with this crap at work. I deal with teenagers with attitudes all the time at the hospital. So it does not affect me or scare me in any way. And I put them in their place pretty quickly. So I told them I was standing here to make sure kids like him, like them, didn't go in here, as if I were guarding the damn trail. And they believed me. Anyway, makes me angry. It makes me so angry because the only reason we're able to use this trail and enjoy going up there to the waterfall is because we follow the rules. And I don't follow the rules in everything in life. I'm human like anyone else. As I told them, it's okay to hike and have fun. There's no reason for you to cross into someone else's property that's clearly marked. So now I'm the bad guy. Anyway, so now I get to climb up to the waterfall and cross paths with him again. So that should be fun. And I'm going to have my camera rolling just in case it needs to be reported. I wish I had videoed them crossing over that. I have no patience or tolerance for it. That's why things like this happen. Right here. Just a bunch of punk kids with nothing better to do on a Sunday that don't really care about the outdoors. They just want to see a waterfall. Ridiculous. Okay, I think I've given myself enough time and space from these guys to continue on.
Gonna open up the door and let the cold air in. Gonna heat the hole outside. Gonna make an ugly face, cross my eyes, stick out my tongue, and it might just stick that way. Well, I'm doing that thing you said would make me go blind and stung my very growth. Not there to stop me. Well, I'm talking to strangers everywhere I go and taking all their candy. You're not there to stop me. Gonna get myself some milk, just swig it from the jug and leave the fridge wide open. Gonna sit right down and wait till Dad gets home from work so he can slap me silly. Well, I wrote this song just to piss you off like fingernails on a blackboard. You weren't there to stop me. I put you in a home and I moved into your house and sold everything you have. There to stop me. Gonna muddy up my feet and walk across your floor again and again and again. I was born inside a barn and raised by a pack of wolves, and I sound just like my father. Well, I robbed all the banks and I ran from the law and I moved from state to state. You weren't there to stop me. I murdered a man while I was on the lam and I lit his corpse on fire. You weren't there to stop me. Now I'm on death row, just waiting for the chair. I'm scared and I'm sad and I'm lonely. I look back at it now and I wonder where you were. Too little, too late, too bad. Well, I just sat down and they've strapped me in. They're about to throw the switch.
It's amazing how accustomed I've become to kids mouthing off at me like that. There are so many of them. And I know this is going to piss some younger people off, and I'm not saying everyone younger is like this, but there's an entitlement generation coming up. And I've worked really hard not to let my kids feel like they're entitled to anything. Life is not fair, and it doesn't just hand you things. I had this discussion with my 9-year-old at the grocery store yesterday. And they grow up and they become teenagers and then adults who feel like life owes them something. Like they don't have to go out and find it themselves and work hard for it and accomplish things. They just get handed a trophy for being on a team, and nobody wants to offend anybody, and it's ridiculous. I'm not a politically correct person. I don't agree with that side of things at all. I think it's bullshit to kiss everyone's butt and try to make everybody happy. It's impossible. But only people who do it believe it's possible. So I'm taking a lot of stops along the way because I have all day to hike, and I really don't want to deal with them any more than I have to after that experience. The nice thing about my job is I'm in a uniform, and I can say it, and I can put them in their place and set them straight, and I never see them again. I have to see these guys again, so I'll let it go. It takes me a while to come down off this stuff. We've got a very rocky climb ahead of us, but a very beautiful one eventually. So I'll shut up about that incident, and we'll carry on. Here's what we're up against now. This is actually the trail, believe it or not. Going right through these boulders. One thing I should mention, just so you don't think that hiking always means
Troublesome teenagers going onto my property.
Not that it's my property. Many, many people have passed me on the way down. They've been very nice, very encouraging, telling me it's beautiful up there. So, most people that you encounter in the mountains, in the outdoors in general, they're good people. They're nice, they're happy to be out here. This is not a moderate trail, in my opinion. I'd hate to see what difficult looks like. Look at this. God, that's frustrating. Oh, well. Here's our view of Ogden below. Getting closer. Well, as you can see, I did not put on the fleece. The sun has come out. It sprinkled a little bit, it got really cold, and then the beautiful sun came out and it warmed right up. So, no worries, right?
call your name. Angry sex and gentle violence, but to me it's all the same. You are not the one I think of when I have to think of you.
So what I've had to do up to this point, as far as getting up this hill, is take a lot of little breaks. I've only been hiking for maybe an hour and a half, and you could do this hike in that time. But I'm also making video, I'm taking pictures, commentary. I'm sitting to hydrate. I have snacks with me. We'll go over what's in my pack in a little bit. My pack weight, with food and water and fuel consumables, is 17.1 pounds. So without, my base weight, without the consumables in it, is this much. So, looks like I scratched my lens a little bit there. I've been stopping ever so often, just going up a steep part to where it levels out, then I'll sit, catch my breath, move to the next part. It has nothing to do with my age or skill level. It's just common sense. I don't want to get sweaty and overheated and then have the sweat cool me down and get hypothermia. And I don't want to miss anything. I'm not just headed for the destination. I'm enjoying the journey. So that's kind of my approach with this whole hike. And I've met a lot of nice people along the way too. How's it going? Just one footstep at a time. Winding through. Going down is going to be a lot easier. That's what she said. So those kids just passed me, and the one that mouthed off to me made sure he was far ahead of his friends. He just took off and left him behind when he saw me. And no, I'm not saying that.
I'm the badass. I scared the kid.
My point is, he knew he was wrong. He cowered and he ran. Here's a sight that just made me really happy. There's our waterfall up there, streaming from the top of those cliffs. We just have a little more ways to go. That was the ranger. And he was just telling me that he knew exactly which kids I was talking about when I told him what happened down lower. He said they were taking pictures for their senior yearbook. Look at this scene behind me. I hope you can see it. It's spectacular. Anyway, he asked me if I had any questions, concerns, so I told him about those kids. No big deal. You made it. Check it out, guys. We made it. Beautiful. Come up into this beautiful cove, sheer cliffs. Look at that pile of snow at the bottom. And it all comes out down there. We'll get a closer look at it in a minute, but I need to put on my fleece and my beanie. It's chilly up here. Woo. Hope you can hear me over the wind and the water. This is much warmer. You'd really have to see this in person to appreciate it. Well guys, let's get up close and personal, shall we? I'm kind of perched right here. We'll check it out. This side of the waterfall is just getting started. So when I was here last time, it was coming down all over here. So this is just the beginning of runoff. Look at that. Look at this tunnel. Look how cool that is. I gotta be careful not to step on the top of it because I don't want to eat it. But wow. Look at that. You could fit in there. That's big enough for a person. I don't know why you would. Oh, I gotta be careful. Look at this. You got water running underneath the snow, causing these deep holes. Gotta be careful where I step. I don't even know if you can hear me. It's loud. We are right at the base. Honestly, the snow here is getting really soft. We're gonna go right up. That's incredible. Well, I think I've earned a snack and a warm drink. It's cold, my hands are red again. I got my gloves wet putting the camera in the water for those awesome shots on the way up. Stupid me, I didn't think to take my gloves off first. I hope you can hear me. I got all kinds of cool snacks with me. First thing I want to do is warm up. I got my new little cook pot that Mr. T-Max gave me. I pretty much have this to myself. There's one guy down there with his dog. And people just kind of come up, take a few pictures and leave. Just like at the Spiral Jetty, if you saw my Spiral Jetty video, that's what they did. They just bolted. I was like, what are you doing? Stay, enjoy it. Whatever. To each their own. My little pot here, I've got fire starter, but that's just for emergencies. Got a windscreen, a little stove, also a Mr. T-Max special. And these are just in case things don't go well for me, but they will. So I've got
some spare batteries for my headlamp. And there's my fuel. Just a little bit, just enough. This is the BRS ultralight stove. It weighs nothing and it works awesome. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about it, so I'm not going to do a review or anything, but I'm quite pleased with it. It weighs just nothing. All right. So here's something new. Platypus 3 liter, but you can open the top and fill it with river water if you're filtering water. Much easier. I haven't even drank a liter. I really am probably kind of dehydrated. I left my other 3 liter that doesn't have this feature in Mr. T-Max's Jeep, so I bought another one. Well, my lighter doesn't want to cooperate, so on my keychain here I've got this backup. This is filled with Zippo fluid. It's a match with a flint and steel feature on it. See? So there's that. Gotta block that wind. Come on. All right. Got our stove going. Pretty cool little thing, huh? It's awesome. I don't want this to blow out. Let's get the water on there. Oh, that was level. There we go. I'll just let that heat up. Now, what do I have in here? I have cheese. I'll be eating that. And man, I got all kinds of stuff. Let's have the, not the habanero. We'll have the buffalo.
Tatanka.
I have other snacks in here, but I don't think I'm really need a whole lot right now. I took a lot of energy, but I'm just not starving. I think the only other thing I'll have, why did I bring that? I hate cloves. Ugh. I think I am gonna have, we'll have for dessert. Is that it? Yeah. It's kind of broken and smashed, but the cookie department, tough cookie. This is a 190 calorie cookie with 2 servings, so 380 calories. That'll help me get back down to the car. I'm on a low carb diet right now, and I've lost, in the last 2 weeks, 13 pounds, which is amazing. And this hike was a lot easier, I noticed, than it had been in the past. So losing that weight has really helped. And some of this, like, I haven't had sugar or carbs in a while. These are okay. This is usually not, but I'm gonna make an exception just because I really need the energy from this to make it back to the car. That's quite a hike. So that and my nice warm drink to heat me up and give me some energy. And this incredible view behind me. It doesn't get better than this, except it could be a lot warmer. There's a guy sitting right there on that cliff, just looking out at the view. Can't say I blame him. Ah, yeah. Am I making you sick? Whoa.
windy. Oh yeah, I got some small bubbles. I don't need a full boil to drink, a warm drink. That would be too hot, so I'll shut it off. Okay, there's that. Also a gift from Mr. T-Max. I swear I wouldn't have any nice stuff without him. All my stuff tends to be the cheap crap because it's all I can afford. Hey Steve, I don't use this anymore. You want it? It's a common conversation with me and Joe. Oh, there we go. This is pretty cool because you can cook over the fire with it. So that's pretty neat. Makes it easier to remove from the stove or the fire. A lot of these small cups don't come with that. Cheers. My battery is dying, so this video may just end up here by the waterfall. So if this gets posted on YouTube, I made it back to the car safe. Hey look. It won't do it. Foggy glasses. A little kid down there. Well, not little, maybe 12. I love to see kids get into the spirit of adventure. Now that my youngest boys are older, they can do this hike without problems. When I came up here, I just kept thinking, how did I make them do this a few years ago when they were probably 5 and 4? It's a bit strenuous for a kid that age. It's too much. Oh, that's good. This feels amazing on my hands. Ooh, it's really hot, but oh man, my fingertips. There's two things I wish I would have brought. One is hand warmers. I always bring them. I spaced it this time. There's always something you forget, you know. It would have really helped with the gloves. Put them inside the gloves and good to go. And the other thing is earmuffs. I have these ones that wrap around the back of your head. My mom gave them to me years ago before she passed away. She's with me today, by the way. She's always with me on a hike. I try to remember. This is her wedding band. She was wearing it when she passed away, and I kept it on this necklace. Anyway, those earmuffs, try to block the wind here. Those earmuffs are amazingly warm, and you can't even tell they're there, and they've lasted for years. Oh, they want my windscreen. Got it. Anyway, as I was saying, you put them on over your ears and then you put your beanie on, and they're incredibly warm. Kind of miss those. Should have brought them. But my ears aren't bad. My ears are all right under this beanie. They could be a lot warmer with those earmuffs. I just wish I had those hand warmers. But this is doing a fantastic job. So life is short. Eat dessert first. These people that just showed up here are playing really loud music. I can even hear it over the waterfall. Here goes. This is a peanut butter toffee chip cookie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When you haven't eaten sugar in a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kudos to this company, the cookie department. Fantastic product. Oh my god.
I may need to be alone with this.
That cookie was so good, I wish I was eating it right now.
So this is the lovely lemonade organic stir powder drink mix. High antioxidant. I basically need to rehydrate. I didn't drink enough water. That warm drink, just incredible what it did for my whole psyche. But I'm gonna mix this up in some cold water and tear it into beef stick. That's so full of sugar. I'm not used to sugar anymore. That's like uber sweet. It's hard to drink, but I know I need it. Electrolytes and all.
That's what plants crave. Bronto.
If you got that, you're awesome.
Tonka.
That's really different. Not just the flavor, the texture is weird. It's mushy. Oh, there's dried cranberries in it. Why? I want to taste the Tatonka. Dried cranberries, dried apples, sea salt, encapsulated lactic acid, celery juice. This is like a V8 with meat in it. I don't like it. They're trying too hard. It's bizarre. Cranberry flavored buffalo meat.
I got an idea, guys. People like cranberries, and they like buffaloes. Let's cram them into a stick.
I'll eat it. But I wouldn't go out and buy this. Cheese time. Where's the knife? New multi-tool. First time I've used it. I've really got to speed this up. I'm running out of battery. Alright, here we go. Wisconsin cheddar. Fantastic. Very mild and solid. Well, lunch is all cleaned up. Thumbs up for the cheese. Thumbs up for the warm drink that, oh man, it did me so much good. And my hands. Thumbs up for the cookie. Real thumbs up. And thumbs down for
Tatonka.
and the sugary lemonade. I don't know. It just, those two things didn't bode well with me. I don't know why. Anyway, lunch is over. We're going to give one last look around. And then I'm going to hike back down there into that valley. Hope you've enjoyed this hike, guys. I'm going to do a separate video on my gear loadout. And I just don't have enough battery, or I'd include it. So, in the meantime, let's get this pack back on. And it's not really that uncomfortable. It's a fantastic pack. We'll go into that in that other video.
and hoof it back to the car. It's about 5 p.m. I've been sitting up here for quite a while. I don't know how long. 2 hours? I don't know. Anyway, time to head back. Thanks for watching this video. Now here's a pretty song I recorded. I'm Utah Steve. See you out on the trail.
We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those 3 words I said too much, they're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Get what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. I need your grace to remind me to find my own. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. All that I am and all that I ever was is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know these things will never change for us at all. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?